Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Mercado and I am going to be your instructor for Accounting 1303, that is Introduction to Accounting 1 for the Summer 2 term. Okay, I am super excited to get started with this new semester. I hope all of you are ready, are energized, and are ready to tackle all of the assignments that entail to prepare you to master the topic of Introduction to Accounting. Okay, now this is going to be a short course orientation over both Blackboard and Cengage. We do utilize Cengage to complete all of our assignments, so we do need access to that. So I will be going over briefly over some of the key information both from Blackboard and Cengage. Okay. So this course orientation is for an online course, and the course is Accounting 1303 V30, and that is Introduction to Accounting 1. I've got a full house. I even actually had or allowed some students above the limit because I know some students were needing this class in order to be able to meet the prereqs for some additional classes. Okay, so I allowed some students to come in at a later point in time. I am very flexible to assist students in what they need, but I also require that students put in the effort. Okay, so if you're taking in the course in a summer session, which is about 4.5 weeks, expect to have a lot of work. Okay, we're covering in about 4.5 weeks, but we usually cover it in about 16, 17 weeks. So there will be a lot of work. There will be no shortcuts. So we do need to make sure that we do have the time to put in the effort to complete all of our assignments. Okay, so having said that, how does this course work? Okay, I've gotten a lot of emails from different students that are coming into my class asking me this question: how does your class work, Dr. Mercado? Well, my course online is structured in an asynchronous manner. Okay, what does that mean? Okay, students do not attend class at a set time. Okay, what I do is I open up a weekly folder or a weekly module, and in that folder you have all of the information for the week. You have your deadlines, you have your assignments, your everything that you need. Okay, you go in there on your own time at your own pace to complete the assignments for that week. Okay, so typically, my courses are set on a weekly schedule. Okay, I post all of the course materials, the resources, and then students go in there and access it when they feel that they want or they can. Now, there's always pros and cons to the learning schedule. Now, why am I doing asynchronous courses? Well, I'm doing it because I know, or it's very challenging to agree on a time or a date. When it's an online course, and I know students have, it's the summer. Many of you have children, so you have kids at home, you're working, you have sick parents, whatever the case might be. It becomes very difficult and challenging to coordinate a time and to be able to just everybody log in and meet. Okay, so to prevent that, what I do is I pre-record my lectures. I teach students how to complete some of the homework problems. You go in there, you can see my videos anytime. You can see them as many times as you need to, and you can work at your own pace. Okay. What this does, it allows or provides for flexibility for students. They can access the course, like I stated, whenever they want. And then it doesn't interfere with your work life. You're able to manage your time, and you can say, okay, well, I'm going to be working on my assignments early in the morning, late at night, during my lunch hour, whenever you all feel like it. Okay. Now, there's some cons to that. Some students feel that they're not engaged in the course. They feel distant because there's not much interaction with your classmates. Now, I don't want you to feel that way. Okay. Even though this is an online class, I am here to assist you, and you all can establish a relationship with your classmates, through Blackboard, or you can request, your classmates' phone numbers or whatever the case might be. Maybe create a WhatsApp group. We do have within Blackboard Pronto, which is like a messaging system. You can use that, whatever works for you. But this being an online class does not mean that you're not going to have any assistance from myself or any support from your peers. Okay, that is not the case. Okay. Having an asynchronous course requires a higher level of personal accountability. Students, sometimes leave everything for the end. It's very important to manage your time, to be responsible. Okay, we are adults and you should be responsible. You have or will be provided a syllabus in Blackboard, so you know exactly what is due and when. Okay, so there should be no excuses as to why you are not meeting your deadlines if everything is clearly outlined. Okay. If the course requires a group or or group projects, scheduling and collaborating with other students may become an issue. This being a summer class, let me just quickly check. I don't believe we have any group projects. No, we don't have any group projects during the summer because of the time constraint. Usually I give 2-3 weeks for students to work on a group project. But because we are very limited on time, don't have to worry about that in this case. But it's just very important to stay organized and to make sure when each of your assignments are due. Okay. So just to clarify, this is an asynchronous course. You can log in whenever you want. There is no set time or date to meet. You go in there during the week. And you complete your assignments as you can. Okay. Now, what is this orientation going to cover? It's going to cover a little bit about Blackboard and a little bit about Cengage. I'm not going to cover everything. Okay. I'm going to cover the Blackboard layout, the Start Here module, the course content, messages, announcements, and your gradebook. On Cengage, what is Cengage, how to create your account in Cengage, how to access Cengage, your assignments, your gradebook, and the different resources that you have available on Cengage. Okay. Some information about me. Here's a picture if you don't know who I am. I've been a full-time instructor here at STC since fall of 2014. I teach accounting courses in specific. I can teach business, but currently I am 100% an accounting instructor. I did graduate from STC myself in 2001. I obtained my accounting clerk certificate. In 2004, I completed my Associates of Arts from STC as well. I then transferred to Penn American, where in 2006 I got my bachelor's in accounting. Then in 2013 I got my master's in accounting, and then in 2020 I got my doctorate of philosophy in business administration with specialization in organizational leadership. Okay, so as you see, I've been going to school for a while, and during all of this time I was working full time. I was having children, raising children, so I know how it feels to have to multitask. Okay, I was not lucky to just go to school, and then get a job. No, I struggled. Okay, so it is possible if you just put in the time, the dedication to completing your degree. Okay, and sometimes I have students come to me and say, well, miss, my life is very busy at the moment. Okay, well, you know what, if you can't take 3 or 4 classes, take one, as long as you don't stop, because once you stop, you're going to get comfortable and you're not going to come back. Okay, so you see here, it took me a while. For example, from 2001 to 2004, I got my associates. From 2004 to 2006, I got my bachelor's. And then look, the big gap from 2006 to 2013, it took me, 7 years to finish my master's. Okay, I was going part-time, taking 1 or 2 classes after work. Okay, I would get out of work at 7 at night. My class started at 8 p.m. at Pan Am. I would get out of there at 10:30. Okay, it took a while. I never said getting a degree was easy. Okay, not easy. It requires a lot of sacrifices. Okay, but it can be done. Okay, and then after that, after I began working here at STC, I began working at SNC in 2014. So I would say in about 2015, I started my PhD. Okay. It took me about 5 years to finish my PhD. Okay? I thought I would never finish, but you know what? I did. Okay, so it is not impossible. We just need to give it our best, never give up, and just focus on the goal. Okay, I've got over 13 years of experience in the banking sector with emphasis in accounting and operations. I did work before I became a teacher. I worked mainly in the banking field. I did work a couple of years for a maquiladora as well. So I do have work experience. Okay, so I can relate. Okay, now weekly task. Very important that you review your syllabus. I highly recommend that you print out your syllabus. Okay, print out your syllabus, have it handy. That way you can mark off the items that you're completing. It is super important that you read each of your designated chapters before you attempt any of your assignments. I provide you with PowerPoint presentations. You can print those, you can download those, you can use those to take notes as you are reading. Okay, I provide lecture videos. Now, my lecture videos are not about the content, but they're more problem solving based. So I select a couple of problems from each chapter and I show you how to complete those problems. Okay, so they're more hands-on application based. Okay, so by the time that you get to my videos, you should have already read the chapter and you should have already reviewed the PowerPoints so you can know what I'm talking about. Because if not, you're going to be all lost. Okay. And then once you've done all of those, reading, reviewing your PowerPoints, and reviewing my lectures, then you can begin working on your assignments. Super important, do not fall behind. We are very limited on time, so we have to keep up with all of our assignments, okay? If you have any sort of emergency, okay, something is happening in your life that is limiting you from completing your assignments on time, please communicate with me immediately so we can work something out one-on-one, okay? If you don't communicate with me, I really don't know what I can do to help you. It is important that you establish communication with your professor, let them know what's going on so they can be able to adjust your assignments, your due dates, and you can be able to proceed with the semester, okay? If you have any questions about the course, always feel free to contact me. I am available. The preferred method of communicating with me is via Blackboard Messages. If you need to speak with me outside of my office hours, you can contact me so we can schedule a date and time that works best for you. Okay. My Summer 2 online office hours are Monday through Thursday from 9 to 10 a.m. or by appointment. Okay. So, super important. We stay organized. I don't allow for extensions. I don't think it's fair that some students get more time than others, so that's why everybody has the same amount of time. Now, I will make an exception to that if there is a family emergency. I will work with the student one-on-one depending on the circumstance, okay? All assignments are due on the designated due dates. Please keep up with all of your assignments, okay? So I'm looking forward to an awesome summer too. I hope all of you enjoy my course, and if I can ever be of any assistance or you have any questions or whatever the case might be, do not hesitate to reach out to me, okay? I'm approachable. I'm here to help you. That is my job, to teach and to help. So feel free to contact me, okay? Now, from here, I'm going to jump into Blackboard, okay? So this is my course, okay? Let me show you, okay? Let me close all of this out and let me open a Blackboard, a new window, so that way you can see how to access my class. So you go to the southtexascollege.edu website. You're going to select Blackboard on the top right hand corner and you're going to log in, okay? Of course, I'm using my personal computer. It already reads me, so I don't have to log in, but you log in and then you go to courses and then you'll see your courses, okay? And I'm going to do summer 2021. Okay, so I select the class that I'm in and I'm going to click on it and it's going to take you to the class. Okay, so this is Accounting 1303 V30, Introduction to Accounting 2, and this is for the Summer 2 term. Okay, I am Dr. Claudia Mercado. My office is in Star Campus, but for the summer I will not be commuting to Star. My office hours are online. Okay, now if you need to reach me, I am not in my office. That is why I'm providing my personal phone number here. You can call or text if you have any sort of an emergency or you need to reach me. You've got my email information and my office information, okay? Now, below here, you're going to find a lot of useful information. I am not going to go over all of it. I'm going to let you all go through this information. It's just reading information. It's a little bit about myself, the course information, what you expect to learn from the course. We covered the course structure, okay? Now, you are required to read the chapter before you attempt any of your assignments. You will have 2 attempts on your homework, your quizzes, and your tests, and your projects, okay? You will have 2 tries. I will always keep the highest grade earned, okay? For the homework assignments, the homeworks are not timed. You can take as long as you want completing them. You can save your work and resume at a later point in time. For your quizzes are timed. You have 60 minutes for each quiz. Once you start your quiz, you need to finish the quiz, okay, because they are timed, okay? So be very careful when you're working on your assignments. Homework, you can take as long as you want. Quizzes, you are limited to 60 minutes. 2 attempts, I keep the highest grade earned, okay? Exams, you're going to have 180 minutes. That's 3 hours to complete each of your test attempts. And you have 2 tries. I will always keep the highest grade. Okay, so read all of this information. This is the textbook that we are going to be using. We're using College Accounting 23rd edition, chapters 1 through 15, Haynes and Perry. Now, for this class, we are using Cengage. Cengage is a learning platform that allows us to create assignments for students, and it gives you access as well to the ebook and a variety of other resources. Okay, so you do need access to Cengage. Okay, now Cengage offers Cengage Unlimited, which basically allows students to access all of their textbooks for a low fee. So if you're taking multiple classes, that is wonderful. That way you only pay one fee and you have access to all of the Cengage textbooks for free. Okay, you pay the per subscription, and then with that subscription, you get unlimited access to all of your textbooks. Okay. So the Cengage Unlimited can be purchased directly from the publisher, or you can go to the bookstore and they give you, or they sell you, an access code that you will be entering. Okay. You need a computer with reliable internet access. Not having a computer is not an excuse not to complete your assignments. You need a calculator, a flash drive, and a speaker or headset. Okay. So this is just some information. Okay. Let me see. Excuse me. We've got the syllabus. Okay. I recommend that you print out your syllabus. Okay. We've got the syllabus in PDF in Word document form. Okay. I'm not going to go over all of the information on the syllabus. I'm going to let you all read your syllabus. But it is very important that you do go over the syllabus. I don't want to spend 2 hours going over the syllabus, okay? These are the course learning objectives. This is the information about your textbook. This is the grading criteria. Now I do want to go over that. Tests are worth 50% of the overall grade. That's worth 500 points. Your homework assignments are worth 25%. That's 250 points. Your semester project is worth 15%. That is worth 150 points. And your quizzes are worth 10%. That is 100 points. Okay, so that gives you 1,000 points, the maximum points you can earn. Now, depending on how many points you earn is the letter grade you obtain. Okay, so if you get between 900 and 1,000 points, you get an A. Between 800 and 899, you get a B. Between 700 points and 799, you get a C. Between 600 points and 699, you get a D. And anything lower than a 599, you'll get an F. Okay, so this is how the grading is going to be working for my class. Now, it is required, I would say, that you complete all of your assignments. Okay, the assignments are going to prepare you for your exams. Okay, the homework, the tests, okay, whatever problems you see on your test are coming straight from your homework problems. You don't do your homework, you're not going to be prepared for the test. Okay, so that is why I'm giving you homework. I'm not giving you homework because I'm a mean teacher. No, I'm giving you homework so you can practice and prepare, so you can master specific content for when you complete your tests. Okay, so this is your syllabus. You're going to continue reading all of this information. If you have any form of disability, if you're pregnant, you need any accommodations, please contact the different departments, and then they'll reach out to me and provide me with your information. Okay, the course structure, your homework, and your assignments, make sure that you read over all of this. Remember, you have 2 tries for your quizzes, your homeworks, your tests, and your project, and I always keep the highest grade earned. Okay, these are just some Q&A questions. Read over this information. If you have any questions or concerns after you read any of this, please let me know. Okay, super important. I only answer messages Monday through Friday. I usually like to segregate my personal time from my work life. Okay, so I'm available Monday through Friday for my students, and then the weekend, I dedicate it to my family. Once in a while, I will log in and check my emails or my Blackboard, and I will maybe respond, okay? But I don't guarantee that I will respond during the weekend. So that's why it's very important that if you have any questions or concern, you address them Monday through Friday, okay? That way I can make sure that I go over your questions. I can be able to provide you with an answer and deliver the information back to you as soon as possible so you can continue with your assignments, okay? So just read all of this information. Okay, I don't drop students. If you at any point in time feel that you're not passing or you're not doing well on the course and you want to withdraw, Withdrawing from the class is the student's responsibility, okay? So they must complete the withdrawal process, okay? Then below that, on your syllabus, you've got your schedule. This is why I want you to print it out, okay? So you know exactly what needs to be completed and by when, okay? So this basically gives you an outline of what needs to be covered for every chapter, okay? So we've got your schedule provided, and then I've got your grading point system, okay? So we've got how many points you can make per week, okay? So what we're covering during the week and the points that each of the assignments that is being provided will give you, okay? At the end, we have a 1,000-point scale, and this is how the points are being distributed, okay? So all of this is in your syllabus. There's a lot of information. I do not have the time or do not want to bore you with reading all of this. You all can read it on your own. And if you have questions or concerns, you let me know, okay? Now we have some videos here and some guides as to how to complete the Blackboard registration and login, okay? So if you click on there, it's going to give you a video on how to register for your materials. Now, please watch this video because I am an instructor, I'm not able to show you the student's access point, okay? So I have access to Cengage because I am an instructor, but it does not allow me to show you the student's view from my end, okay? There's also a quick guide that shows you how to log in or log out, okay? Now, this course is integrated in Blackboard. What does that mean? It means that you are not you're not going to be provided with a course access key, okay? A lot of years or a lot of times my students email me, Miss, what's the key for your class? There is no key. This is my Blackboard course is interlinked or linked over to Cengage. So you must access Cengage directly from the Blackboard platform, and I'll show you that in a bit, okay? So down here we've got the schedule, okay? We've got the exam information. Okay. We've got our point system. So it's just information that you all can go over whenever you have time. There's student technical resources and support. They've got information here. It's just for your reference, okay? This is the pricing for Cengage for the unlimited offer, okay? For one semester, it's $119.99. For 12 months, it's $179.99. And for 24 months, it's $239.99, okay? And that is the price for if you purchase online directly from the publisher or you purchase the printed access code from the bookstore. The pricing doesn't change, okay? It's just a matter of whether you're paying online with your debit or credit card or you go to a bookstore and you purchase the access code from there, okay? So that is how all of the information under the Start Here tab. Make sure that you review all of that information before you begin working on your assignments. Now, my course, how is my course structured? My course structure is in weekly modules. Weekly modules, okay? So every week a new folder is going to pop up, okay? In that folder, you're going to have all of the information that you need. Example for week number 1, you have your syllabus and course orientation quiz that you have to take. So you click on the link, it will take you to the quiz. I provide you with the chapter overview of what each chapter is going to cover. The chapter learning objectives for the different chapters that we're covering. I provide you with the PowerPoints so you can review, download, and review. And then I give you a list of all of the assignments that need to be completed for the week along with the due date, okay? And then I provide you with my lecture videos. These are the lectures that I have recorded, okay? So make sure that you listen to these videos, okay? And then down here you have all of your assignments. Whenever you see this little blue circular motion thing here, that means that once you click on that link, it's going to take you to Cengage. So anytime you see the little blue circular icon, that lets you know that that's a Cengage transaction or a Cengage activity. Once you click on it, it's going to redirect you from Blackboard, out of Blackboard, and into Cengage, okay? So we have to read each of the chapters, then we've got our homework and our quizzes. So you just click on it, and it'll take you to your assignment, okay? So that is how it's basically structured. You have your chapter overview, your objectives, the list of your assignments, Then you have all of the lectures, and then you have all of your assignment links as well. That way you can easily access your assignments. Okay. Discussions, we won't have any discussions, but I will post announcements. Okay. Make sure that you check out your announcements. I will be posting announcements every week or any time I want to relay important information to my students. So that will be something available. Okay. Blackboard messages, super important. If you need to message myself or any of your classmates, you can do that. Okay, so what did I do? I basically, Blackboard messages, you're going to create a message. Okay. You're going to do two. You're going to select the name of the person that you're going to send the message to. Okay. If you want to email or message me, you select my name. Then you put the little arrow to move me across. And then you just start typing. Okay. You put a title and then you put your body or your information down here and then you submit. Okay. So this is how you will be communicating with myself most of the time. Okay. If you have a question or concern, this is how you will be communicating with me. Okay. And this is also how you can communicate with your classmates. You just select the name of your classmates, you move the names over, and then you can email them. Okay. We have an online chat, which is very useful. Now, because we are in the summer term, they're working on some updates, but that will be available during the summer. So that basically is like an online chat. If you have a question, concern, you can go in there and post it to the entire class, and then different classmates can respond or I can respond. Okay. My grades, this is where you're going to see all of your grades populate. Once you complete your assignment on Cengage, in a couple of minutes, the system will send the file over to Blackboard and it'll update all of your gradebook. Okay, so even though you're doing an assignment on Cengage, it's going to end up in Blackboard as well because my courses are linked. Okay, so then this will be all of the assignments that you need to complete, and as you're completing them, the grades will be populating. Okay, when I say look at your gradebook, you will always be looking at your Blackboard gradebook. Okay, that is the gradebook that counts because it includes all of your assignments. Okay. So that is basically a short, quick rundown of Blackboard. Very simple, very straightforward. There's a lot of information that needs to be covered. Just take the time to read it. And if you have questions or concerns, you let me know. Okay. So this is how my Blackboard is structured. Okay. Now, how am I going to access your course, Dr. Mercado, in Cengage? Okay. So what you do is you're going to be selecting the link that has a title of your course. So in this case, it's Accounting 1303 V30. I'm going to click on that. Now, you know what? Before I click on that, let me switch it to my student view. Okay. You're going to select the link, and it's going to take you to Cengage. Okay. Now, the first time that you click on that link, if you have never used Cengage, you're going to be asked to create an account. Okay. I don't have that to show you because I already have an account. So the system won't allow me to create another account because I've already got an account on the system. Okay. So it says that my course materials have been paid, so I don't have to worry about it. But the first time that you log in, you will have to create a username. So make sure that you write down your username and password in case something happens. You can always go back and update your information. Okay. So you're going to create an account. I apologize, I can't show you that step because I don't have access to that from a student's perspective. But once you complete that information, create an account, then we can proceed to the actual course. Okay, we're going to enter Cengage. So you're going to have a tab. Now, I have more tabs than you because I am an instructor. Okay. Excuse me. We do have a tab that's for your assignments. Okay, this is where you're going to locate all of your assignments. You've got the reading assignments, you've got your homework, and you've got your quizzes. Okay, and then you've got your due dates, your beginning and your ending due dates. Okay, so you can just from here select the assignment, or you can just go into Blackboard, go into your course content. Let me exit my preview. You can go into your course content and just select the link from there. Okay. So whatever makes you more happy is how you access your assignments. You can always access them directly down from each weekly module, or you can log it into Cengage and then select the assignment that you want to complete, okay? But regardless, this is the assignment, okay? Let me select a homework, that way you can see how it looks, okay? So it says Chapter 2 homework. This will be your first take. You're limited to 2 takes of the assignment, and then you start now, okay? So you have your homework problems, okay? Now, let's look at the first one, okay? It has a balance sheet, and then you're being asked to complete the balance sheet down here with all of the information provided, okay? Now, there's the ebook. If you click on the ebook, it'll take you to the area of the book that covers this information. There's a Show Me How video. If you click on the Show Me How, it will redirect you, and then it will show you a video.
Problem, we're going to prepare a balance sheet.
Okay, so you have a video. You can print the item, or you can report content error. If you find a discrepancy on an error, you can report it, and then Cengage will get back with you and make the correction. Okay, so this is the problem, an example of what the problem looks like, and then you have to complete the bottom part. Now look down here. It says check my work 5 times. So you can complete your assignment. Okay. I'm just going to guess here. I don't know, you know, the information. I'm just going to put in a couple of amounts. Okay. Accounts receivable. Okay. So I'm just going to do stuff like that. Okay. You're going to work the problem, and then you're not sure about these numbers. You're going to check your work. If you check your work, it'll put little check marks, and it'll let you know what, you got this right or you got it wrong. If you got it wrong, let me get one wrong. Okay. I'm just going to put whatever. Okay. So I'm going to put that information. I know it's incorrect, but I'm going to show you how it looks if it's wrong. So you're going to check your work. Now it has a red X. Okay. So that means both the account title and the number are incorrect. Okay. So that is how it looks, okay? And then it keeps moving here. How many more check my work clicks you have available? So remember, you have 5 clicks for this particular problem, okay? So when you're working on your assignment, it's very important to reference to the ebook, to listen and watch the Show Me How video, and then begin working on your assignments, okay? By this point, you should have read the chapter, you should have reviewed the PowerPoints, and you should have reviewed my lectures that I posted on Blackboard as well, okay? So that is how you complete your homework, okay? So you have the problem, and then you have the item. Some of these problems, not all of them, have videos. If they have videos, please watch the video. Now, you're working on your homework, and then you have to stop. You have to make dinner, okay? You have to stop so you can go cook, okay? There's an option down here that says save and exit, okay? What that does, it saves your work, and it gets you out of the system, okay? Do that if you are not done with the assignment, okay? If you're going to come and work on it at a later time, okay? Now, if you are done with all of the problems and you want to submit it for grading, then you submit assignment for grading, depending on what you want to do. Are you done? Submit it. If you're not done, you're going to work later on it, then you save and exit, okay? So that it just depends on what you're doing, okay? So that was an example of a homework. Let me show you a quiz, okay? And the quizzes are multiple choice, fill in the blank. It basically gives you the question and then your potential solution. For these, you only have one try. It is a quiz, and they are multiple choice, fill in the blank, okay? So it's just a matter of you, either you know it or you don't know it, okay? So make sure that you are prepared for when you take your quiz so you can be able to get a good grade on it, okay? So this one, you only have an option to submit the test for grading. This one, once you start it, you must finish it, okay? So quizzes must be completed. Homework, you can save and work on it later in time, okay? Okay. So basically, what did I do? I got out of Cengage. Let me go back in there. Okay, so let me go back in there. So this is just basically a list of your assignments. And your reading material. You read and then you complete your assignments, and then the due dates are provided. Okay, you've got your Cengage gradebook. Once you start completing your assignments, then this will start populating. Okay, And then you've got your study tools. Under your study tools, you have a variety of resources available. You've got the ebook. This is how you access the ebook. Okay. Okay. So you select the chapter that you want to go over, and then you just click on it, and it takes you to your electronic book. Okay. And then in here, you start reading. You can print, you can highlight, you can take notes. There's a glossary, there's flashcards. We also have this little person up here that reads to you. If you have issues reading English or have some form of disability, this is very helpful. So if you click on it,
Analyzing business transactions. A business transaction is an economic event that has a direct impact on the business.
Okay, so as you can see, it reads to you and it highlights as it's going. Okay, that way you can follow along. Okay, so there's just a lot of things that you can explore here on Cengage. Click away. You're not gonna break it. And if you have any questions or concerns, please make sure to send them to me. But be specific on your question or concern. Okay, so the ebook is available. There's an adaptive study plan if you need additional practice on some of your problems, and there's different study tools available that you can select. Okay, so this is just additional resources that the publisher is offering its students. Okay, so this is how that is basically the three tabs you're going to be looking at the assignments, the gradebook, and the study tools. Okay, and then within the study tools you have a variety of resources that you can select. Okay, so remember, how do I access Cengage? You will always access Cengage from the link under the Start Here tab. You click on it. The first time it's going to ask you to create an account. From that point forward, the system is automatically going to recognize you and it will let you into the system. Okay, there is no course key offered. My course is linked to Cengage, so whatever happens in Cengage gets brought into Blackboard. Okay, so the only way for students to access their assignments is through Blackboard. They must log in to Cengage within the Blackboard platform. Okay, so that is basically covers an overview of how the course is structured. Okay, if you have any issues creating your account, like I said, if you just click on that link, it's going to take you to a web page that unfortunately I cannot show you because I am a teacher, but it'll take you to a page where you can create your account. Okay, but if you have questions or concerns about with creating your account, let me know. Please make sure that as soon as the semester begins, you begin working on your assignments. Okay, super important, that way you can keep up with your assignments and meet the deadlines. Okay, so very important that you do that you are aware and familiar of the assignments as well as their due dates for each of the weeks. Okay, and that is basically it. This is all of the information that I've got. I look forward to an awesome summer 2 term. Please, if you have questions, it's super important that you do this before I leave. Let me remind you. Okay, so if you have a question, you're working on a problem and you need some assistance from me, okay, I'm not going to give you the answer. What I want is for you to tell me, hello, Dr. Mercado, this is Maria Perez. Okay, I'm working on problem 52A. Okay, on this problem I am confused here, and then you explain. Okay, this is what I'm doing, and then you send me step-by-step calculations of what you're doing. That way I can review your work and I can provide you with the necessary guidance. Okay, you telling me, Miss, I'm lost, I don't know how to do this problem, is not a good question. Okay, and I'm not just going to throw the answer at you. Okay, well, what don't you understand? What have you tried? I want to see what the calculations that you've done and you've tried that have not worked. Okay, to figure out what is it that you're doing wrong. Okay, so super important is that you stay organized, you meet your assignment deadlines. If you have any issues at home, make sure that you communicate with me. I am here available to assist you as much as I can, but like I said before, we are very limited on time. Okay, super limited. So we need to make sure that we get the ball rolling and we begin working on your assignments from day number 1. Okay, do not procrastinate. Okay, and if you at any point in time you need to reach me, please feel free to do so. It's a pleasure to always assist my students and help them better understand the content. Okay, so I am looking forward to a great summer 2 term. Stay safe out there. And if you have any questions or concerns, I am here to help you. Have a great day. Bye bye.